do this.
Hi!
I was thinking we
Yeah,
need a theme song.
we do.
He's got cats. He's got a dog. It's RU.coms.
No, I don't like that one at all.
You don't like
Maybe
that one?
we'll ask Fiverr, since I doubt any of our listeners would want to record a song for us. So instead, we'll just, I guess, hire someone else.
We had to hire somebody and pay him $5. This is our theme song.
That one sounds very close to Sophia Nygaard's song, so probably not going to use that song.
How about this one? Yo, potato. Bay. Yeah, sheepdog. Woo, 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 potato. Yeah, with chives. Sheepdog. Woo, woo, woo.
So I don't know if it's actually recording, maybe because you're closer to your mic, but your sound keeps cutting out on my side.
Oh, well, we don't need my sound. Nobody's here for my sound. Oh, there it is. Open up a brewski. It's called Rockstar Energy Drink. It is the most alcoholic beverage I've ever drank.
Oh, I definitely should get some kind of energy drink today.
Yeah, we're recording this very early in the morning, which I don't know if you
Like,
can tell it by
the sun's not even out yet.
No, because we had to spring forward.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? I made a point on social media. We talk a lot about social media, but it's part of life nowadays, especially during the pandemic. I made a point that Mark Twain said. He said, if voting mattered, then they wouldn't let us do it. And somebody got mad at me because I used specifically because California 2 years ago voted not to have daylight savings. We voted for it. The state anonymous. Nobody voted against it. Everybody voted for it. Nobody wants that. And we still have it because the legislative body and the federal government hasn't done anything about it. And somebody got mad at me and said, how dare you? People have died for the right to vote. Yes, you're right. You're 100%.
They have.
I don't disagree with you.
True.
It changed the demographic of voting, but if the legislative body doesn't want it to happen, it just doesn't happen, regardless of your votes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why civil rights took so long. The vote came, and then there still weren't. We still have inequality. Anyway.
No, it's true. People seem to, yeah.
I totally agree, though. But people did die for the right to vote. Changing demographics in that way.
That totally did happen. True. Yeah. But even when, everyone was pushing this whole every vote counts, go vote. There were people waiting in line for hours and hours and hours at a time just to vote. And I don't know if anyone has noticed, but we need jobs more than ever now. So people are out working because I know that you get X amount of time to go vote. It was just hard. They wouldn't. Yeah, I'm stuttering a lot, but they would make it a lot easier to go vote if that was
right. It'd be a national holiday,
a thing that they actually cared about.
They are definitely scared of votes, the legislative bodies, because then but they don't pass popular. They know that certain programs are popular. They change your mind so that you'll vote in favor of the way that I don't know. Anyway, vote. It is important. Go out and vote. Get that sticker. Put it on Instagram.
But if you don't go out and vote, do not let them get down on you for it.
Yeah.
If there was a good reason, I cannot be out there for that long, that's fine. Right. Hopefully you move out to a state where they do mail-in, because that actually is pretty awesome. You get more time to sit and read what you have. And I know some people say that you just take your book that you have written everything in, but what if you forget that?
Yeah. I put it on my phone. You're allowed to pull out your phone. Just don't do all your research in the poll.
Yeah.
But I'm a Gen Xer, cusp. Gen X / millennial, right there on that year that switched. So I definitely have the apathy. I love the apathy. It's so good. It's my favorite. Smell the apathy. It's wonderful. But I'm also politically minded. Like a millennial. Obnoxious in that way. And you know what, Gen Z?
Let's move on to what did you call me, a Gen Zer? I'm not a Gen Zer.
Aren't you a Gen Q?
What? No, that's a completely different. Whoa.
So you've got a topic that you've been hotly contesting for some time.
Well, let's move on to this topic that has to pop up every season at least once. Bayside.
Oh, okay.
I love me some Bayside. As all of y'all know, well, I guess new listeners don't know this, but Potato loves Bayside.
Now, for those of us who are not in the know, which I am because you've given me Bayside. What is Bayside? Is that the high school that they went to?
Well, I was actually going to tell you. Okay. I was actually going to tell you, and then I got cut off. But Gen Xers are going to Gen X.
Whatever.
Yeah. So Bayside, one of my favorite bands. Love them. They are an awesome band from New York, specifically from Queens. Oh man!
Where does an African go when he's to find a queen? Queens.
Sorry. Yes. Which I recently watched the part 2, and part 2 is fantastic.
But if you like the first one, it's exactly that.
I mean, yes and no, but yeah. Because there's more. Yeah. Anyway, part 2. No wait, Bayside. Don't. Okay. So as much as I love them, yeah, I guess I same with every research. I research it unless I research it like minutes before I'm gonna talk about it. I don't remember things. It's really bad. All I know is that Anthony has a voice of an angel, and I love every single album, and I love it.
Okay, top 5 Bayside songs. Go.
That's hard.
You can do it easily. You can do it.
No.
Number 5. What's your least favorite top 5?
Oh, least favorite top 5? I don't know. I would have to go. I can't do this. There's too many.
Oh, you can do it. Okay, what's the song you listen to when you? Okay, here we go. What's the song you listen to when you're working out? Workout. Top workout Bayside song.
I don't have a
pump in. I need to get a pump in. I need to listen to some Bayside. It's gonna go on the.
All of their albums are just amazing in different ways. And I feel like it's pretty great just listening to all of them. You start out, and Anthony's got the sound that's like, it's not yet obviously perfected because they were just starting out. And there's actually another Bayside. There's a bunch of Bayside episodes previous to this one. So if you want to go, if you want to hear more about it, just go to those episodes, I guess. But then, yeah, I mean, for this one, they did start out back in 2004 with Sirens and Condolences. And yeah, it was a little bit more of a. It's not punk though, but like that little rougher sound to it. And then as it goes on, it's so great because you can hear it maturing and you can hear it like smoothing out, and then just the topics of the songs just becoming a little bit more mature in it. It's so, yeah, they're so great.
Now, okay, so what's the genre? Would you say they're indie band?
No, I would say they're a rock band.
Okay, gotcha. I used to play that.
They've got like a bit of emo-tuness, like to them, emo-ness to them. There you go. I can't speak today.
That's okay. It's early. It's very early.
Yes, where the lyrics, the subjects of their songs has that sadness to it, but it's not.
Yeah, a beat, right?
What was that?
It's got like an upbeat feel, though, right?
No.
Like a low beat. It's got like a low beat thing to it, right?
I mean, they've got like a rock sound to them,
Yeah,
which there's not a lot
medium
of...
beat, right? Like a medium.
Sure. No, all of their songs are different. They're all over the place, and it's I guess it's got like a dark feel to it, but not like black metal, but definitely, I don't know, because then some of their songs are just very happy and full of hope, I would say.
Gotcha. So it's like if you combine mumblecore with gutter punk, right?
Anyway, tomorrow is a live stream. There's live stream, so I can't wait for that. It's
concert.
Yeah, since all this COVID stuff's going on, they haven't had any shows. Last year, they were going to go on tour and they were not able to do that, but I still purchased one of their shirts. They had a special shirt that has their logo wearing a mask, because their logo is this bird and it's wearing a mask, and it's pretty awesome shirt. Check it out on their website. And yeah, this year, once again, they're not able to have any shows or go on tour, so definitely gonna check them out on the live stream.
And that's their hat that's hanging behind you. That's how much you love. You're
That
not a fake fan. So
I have so this hat, I've got maybe only 10 of their shirts. One of their hoodies. What's that?
I said one for each day of the week.
Oh yeah, for sure. One of their hoodies, and I just purchased because this is actually the 10-year reunion. Oh my gosh, I cannot. I need coffee or something. 10-year anniversary.
Wait, hang on a sec. If their first album came, okay, went out. Okay, I was gonna say it's been 17 years, right?
Of
Killing
Time.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, and yeah, because they
name for an album.
Yeah, it's got an astronaut sitting on at a counter, not a counter, at a table. I can't word today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and so then I ordered a new hoodie, a new shirt, and a patch, because it's astronaut themed. So I love me some space, like we were talking about earlier.
That's awesome. Were we talking about space earlier? Oh, yeah. We weren't doing that on the air,
though. No, we weren't.
You don't know what we're talking. We were talking about that with the intern.
Yeah.
He's really he's like a sci-fi geek, that guy.
Oh man. But is there any musician or band that you love a bunch that every single one of their albums and every single one of their songs that I don't know about?
Well, not that you don't know, but we'll we're gonna save that one for episode 27. I'm not even gonna say who it is, but fans know exactly who I'm talking about since I said episode 27.
Okay.
But I do want to talk about somebody that I really do like, and we teased it last week. But the thing about it is, we record this live while you're listening to it. There's no way around it. The moment that you turn on the podcast is when we start recording. But
yeah.
If you think this is a little strange, it's you. It's not us. Last night, this artist and her brother, who's also an artist, won a Grammy again. They won another Grammy. And they would have won the Academy Award this year had they put out the film for which they won the Grammy for the theme song. And we're talking Billie Eilish. And here's why. I want to talk about a couple of things. So we can talk about the artist herself because there's a lot there, but I want to talk about phases of life and how they kind of change us. And so she recently put out, well, Apple Podcast put out, or Apple TV, whatever it is, they put out the documentary about her called "The World Is a Little Blurry," which is about. It's really a unique subject because this filmmaker basically took a risk. He said, "Okay, well this girl and her brother, they both are really talented, and I think something's going to happen." So he started filming them before anything happened, and you watch her go from being somebody that had like sort of a little viral hit on YouTube or whatever to becoming the big star, the biggest star in the world, really. And you also at the same time are watching her go through puberty while she's doing that. So it's really a unique thing. I like everybody really loved Boyhood so much. I thought it was boring because it didn't have a story. It was really interesting, but I'd rather watch the Up series if I want to watch somebody progressively grow up over years. That's way more impressive than Boyhood. But that's kind of what this is. You watch this person grow up and you watch them experience a lot of things. You know, she's really like depressed and suicidal, like a lot of 15-year-olds at the beginning of it. She's scribbling in her journal, but by the end of it, she's 18 and she's come through this thing. But I also want to talk about, you know, she's literally like 19 years old right now. No, she's 18. She hasn't turned 19 yet. Maybe she turned. I don't know. She's very, very young. And you are the same age as Stella, my fiance. You're both about 30. So she hates Billie Eilish, and one of the reasons why she doesn't like the way she sings because she sings really low.
Yeah.
But the other reason why is something that I experience. I think we all experience it. Is that she's 18 and she's so successful, and I think when you're 30, you get like kind of jealous of that. It's
nah.
Like, yeah, it's like, hey, don't make me feel bad about my
don't.
life. You don't?
I don't. I think I don't know. I think maybe at one point in time. Oh, definitely. I told you before that's how I had felt back in the day about Britney Spears, but at some point
she was your age.
I just go, well, I could have done this thing, but the reason I didn't is because I didn't. So, and then I go, okay.
See, I'm a little older, so I don't know that I ever felt like that. Oh, you make me. I probably, because I get if somebody, like if I'm listening to somebody's success story, it makes me really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Not for them though, and it doesn't make me jealous of them, but it makes me sad about how much life I don't have left. That's the
different people get different opportunities. You got to remember that, and that's another thing on as to why certain people become more successful. It's the opportunities that they got, the just different, you know, right place, right time. It definitely has a lot to do with why certain people are as successful as they are, and why some people aren't. I'm sure there's so many talented people out there, but they never got the chance to be talented around someone that could actually push them forward to something else.
That's an excellent point, actually. And that reminds me of something. I was watching James Baldwin last night on. This isn't a situation where you're like, what? You just said you were live, and now you said you were right after the Grammys, and now you're saying James Baldwin was on TV last night. The guy's been dead for years. I was watching on YouTube. I don't remember who he was debating, and I don't even remember what show it was because I've watched a lot of James Baldwin videos. I love James Baldwin. I'm buying all of his books. I just need to sit down and read them. But I love James Baldwin, and you know, he was a civil rights activist who was also gay, and he's the probably most eloquent writer of any civil rights. I don't know. That's a lot to say, but like Anne Frank level writing, like the last entry of Anne Frank level writing. The guy was so superb in the way he cut things. And he was debating a guy who said, I don't think of you as a black man. I think of you as a brilliant author. And James Baldwin didn't just go, oh, well, thank you. Because this is a time where, he was being told to walk in the back door. He couldn't come in the front door. And he said, instead, basically what he said was, look, I've got brothers and sisters who are just as good at writing as me, and they'll never have the platform that I have.
Mm-hmm.
and you treat them badly. You treat me well because I'm famous.
Yeah.
Is basically what he's saying. And I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, I think that makes sense with those opportunities you're talking.
Yeah, that's how it's the best way to not be so hard on yourself. That's something I've been learning for the past few years, of just trying not to be so hard on myself. And like, why wasn't I able to do this? Why didn't I continue doing certain things? And it's because of these reasons. Also, the right opportunity never happened, and also because of this. And then I'm just like, all right. And then you accept it and then just move on. And if there's ever you're right, why didn't I do this one thing? I guess I'll go do it.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's where the difference in life phases comes in, because if you get a little older and you're like, oh man, it's almost over. The parties, people are turning off the lights.
I mean, no,
I don't have time.
We're in 2021. I mean, I guess COVID, but also life expectancy is, longer. You don't have to be married at 13.
You can have Alzheimer's for a much longer time now.
Yeah, but have fun while doing it.
They don't even play my favorite song anymore because it got canceled. Why don't they like it? Yeah, that's
yeah, no, I think that I think it's important to just I guess, going back to what I literally just said, is that and I totally lost it too. Maybe I'm getting Alzheimer's. No, I've just got ADHD. But yeah, you can't be so hard on yourself, and you have to just realize all the stuff that you have done with the opportunities that you have gotten. And then sometimes I'm amazed at opportunities that I've gotten. I'm like, I can't believe I was actually able to do this or that. And then if I had continued doing this, then maybe this other thing would have happened, or maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the perspective comes from someone else, right? I know Wayne Brady, he went through a depression because he didn't feel like his career was big enough. But Wayne Brady's career, compared to, 99.9% of people try to get into performing. The guy's a household name. He's a game show host, which was not what he wanted. He wanted a sitcom. But sitcoms can last a year. They can last 15 years. It's a crapshoot. It has nothing to do with the quality sometimes.
Wait, I thought I saw him recently in a show.
Maybe. I love Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady, if you're out there, or Bayside, if you're out there, or Billie Eilish, if you're out there, we could use a new guest co-host. That would be amazing.
Yeah, Bayside, as much as I've mentioned them in my episodes in the past, they never reach out.
Oh man, are you using hashtag Bayside? Because I hate that. Okay, don't do that anymore then. That's I mean, I heard as far as life phases go, here's something to help. If you're a young person, or a medium person, or a low tone.
Anyways, just continue.
This was something I heard recently. I don't remember who said it, but it was very wise. They said in your 20s, you worry about what other people are thinking about you. In your 40s, you stop caring what other people think about you. And in your 60s, you realize they never thought about you to begin with. And I think that a lot of people are held back by the fear of what others will think. And I think that's not useful. It's kind of useful. You definitely should, not be a jerk.
Right.
But if you're not being a jerk, then why do you care what people think of you?
Well, and see, that's the problem. But then there's people that whole thing is dangerous when you're like, don't care what other people think. But then people that go off that, they're like their credo. They go, oh, okay, well, I can continue saying these hurtful things and doing these hurtful things because I don't care what people think.
Well, yeah, but if you're not a jerk, just don't be a jerk. I mean, that's one of the things about Billie Eilish that's interesting is that she is, not even in her 20s yet. So she cares what people on social media say about her. She looks on social media and like there's one point in the film. Now she's asserting herself, and I think rightfully so. It maybe not in the best way, but she's like 17, 16 in this point. And I was really happy to see her doing this, but it was from one comment on Instagram. She was reacting and she was like really upset about one comment on Instagram. Now the commenter was just the result of how she was feeling. She saw that and it reinforced her feeling, and then that was why she was speaking out. But one person says something about you online.
Do you really think it's just one comment on Instagram, though?
For that, it was. She specifically said there was a comment. When I woke up, there was already a comment.
But there's also parts that haven't been recorded that she's probably seen a similar comment in the past and before that, and heard it and seen it. So it's not just what people see on. I don't know how best to say this, but like this is a common thing is that someone will talk shit about someone, like a celebrity or something, on their social media.
That's not heard of.
Even though you're not hurting that celebrity or whatever famous person, anyone, I guess that's celebrity. Anyway, they're not, even if they don't see it, a fellow friend is going to see it, and someone that's, and by that I mean like if you're body shaming someone, if you're body shaming a celebrity, sure, the celebrity isn't going to see it, but a friend that felt like, hey, my body type is similar to that celebrity that you're talking shit about, you must feel that way about me. And then you're like, oh no, I don't feel that way about you, because everyone, there is so much more to make someone. If you want to insult a celebrity of some sort, there's so much more to insult than just their looks. So don't do that. Don't. Like, that's...
Right. Yeah. I mean, what she was reading was, she was kind of aloof at a meet and greet, but she already felt like she had been. So it was reinforcing what she felt. But I agree with you, though, what your overall statement is. Like, celebrities are human beings. I get it. On my social media, it's funny because, like, people will say something mean to me. I'm not a celebrity, and I'll get like hurt because I'm a sensitive dude, and people are just like, hey, dude, hey, if you're trying to write books and stuff like that, you got to get used to this. And they're not wrong, but big celebrities do that too. They'll see, some comment and it'll hurt them. They're human beings.
Right. And yeah, I was just basing, because I said body shaming because, one, that's the easiest to use an example.
And she does deal with that.
Always does that. And two, I remember that there was a lot of stuff going on, and it's like, dude, just leave her alone.
Yeah.
She's got a body and she can't make it however you want it to look like.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the other thing. Don't stop living your life because you're not in the body that you want. Right? Now, if you want to lose weight, you might be able to do that. Most people can. Not everyone can, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going through a weight loss journey. Potato has done the same thing. She's, so it's a good thing to get healthy and stuff like that. But if you've got,
well, I mean, thinner is not necessarily healthier.
No, yeah, and that's the other thing. Some people are just really lean and and
it's however you feel best, if you're feeling good, then you're feeling good.
But you can't make your body what it is just by wishing it was different. And you have the one body. That's the only one you're going to have.
But you also will never be able to make your body how someone else wants your body, because they need to go away.
Not unless you're Mystique from the X-Men. No.
True.
So
I was.
Oh, sorry. Where you go? What?
No. So I was wrong. You're true.
She can. Yeah, exactly. Right. This should be an easy one to tie in together. Billie Eilish should do a song with Bayside.
Yeah, and Bayside, has struggled through. Bayside as a collective, I'm sure, has struggled through a bunch, based off of their song lyrics and everything they've gone through. Depression, anxiety, just losing someone, purposely getting away from someone that you don't want to be around. So not really losing them, but like pushing them away, killing people. So yeah, that's a great end of today. All right, let's head on out. So Sheepdog and Potato signing off.
Rolling